Adels Grove via Gregory Downs. A bit of an out of the way spot. Going to catch up with a couple of mates there. I'm not sure what creek we're passing, but that's the ocean side. And there's quite a bit of mullet around here, but I haven't seen any barra bashing them up. You probably won't see the mullet on the GoPro. There's a whole bunch of mullet just over there on the shoreline. So I've come to an intersection. Our choice is go left to right, obviously, but our route takes us to the left. But we're going to the right. And see, we're on the Savannah Way still. We're going to go right towards Burketown to a place called Leichhardt Falls and go there and have a look. Oh, partners, we've pulled in here, a little bit sandy, a little bit rough coming in. Not so rough you can't pull a caravan in if you want to. And not looking apart from the falls, a bit further over that way there's a causeway, and we drove across that towards the right, and there's this well signed, looks like there's an old water pump just down the bottom, just down there, and a bit of a fitting up the side of the rocks as well. This is the track into and out of Leichhardt Falls. Two-wheel drive. It's a little bit sandy down there by the water though. Still two-wheel drive. If you're towing a caravan you might want to be in four. That's not really too far off the main track. This is the causeway that I was talking about earlier above the falls. The falls will be down to the left. You can see the cars over there and the people walking along the top. We probably would have just driven in there, across there as well if we had known. And on the drone footage I was seeing this water upstream from the falls. It's quite pretty. When we are now heading away from Burketown, we're going to a bit further down here, we'll turn right to head towards Gregory Downs. Had to come through that detour through here now. Little gate there, show you why. The grate here's got smashed up pretty bad. Like the steel's just broken. Look at it. You wouldn't want to be coming across there at 60 kilometres an hour or any speed, I imagine. And we pick up a bit of dust on the back of the camper too, you can see that. Landed in at Adels Grove this afternoon. Just come down to the waterfront. There's a swimming pontoon up that way. See a couple of little archerfish in there. Going for a cruise tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. I'll have a look around. That sort of cruise is probably just a little boat. Hire some canoes. At Gregory, the barman there didn't really hint it too much. He said just enjoy the place. It's not run by the same people that used to run it. And there's, let's just leave it there. It's not in the state that it used to be anyhow. Those of you who have been here before, you would have known that when looking there is where the old bistro and bar used to be. No more. It was a real nice spot. Boss just checked out the fuel prices, $1.65 a litre. 2 cents a litre more expensive than Gregory. New bistro. Well, I wouldn't say it's a bistro. Well, as you likely know, we've come in here in late April, it's not yet May, and last time we came in here was May, June, and it was just lush green. That would have been, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago perhaps. It's a far cry from what it used to be. It is disappointment, understatement. This is where we've pulled up for the next few nights. Site number 76. Gregory Downs race day only happens once a year. Long weekend. Got to buy some tickets before you can buy beer. The track's a little bit dusty. Gregory's races, there's still a couple of races left. Boss cleaned up on a race 4, number 1, mate's horse. Had the inside tip, of course. We're just about to head back out to Adels Grove. See the truck in front of us. Nice enough day. Apparently they've got some music later on this afternoon and a big feed staff and breakfast tomorrow, and they've got a canoe race on the Gregory River. Just come into Lawn Hill National Park from Adels Grove, or Jamula, local name. The last time we were here, the ranger's office in front of us wasn't here. Looks quite green. Trees have grown up a bit. Just going to go down the creek and have a look. $54 for a 2-person canoe. $50 deposit required. There's a sign they're also talking about the cruise, but they're not operating the cruise down here. That's all run from Adels. So it's gone by and by the wayside. This is all new too. The ladies have been stalking us from Mandara, Cobold Gorge. Hello. Now here. So heading down towards the creek. A bit further up the billabong, you need to take your canoe out and walk it around some falls. Take it up to the second billabong. We got our little paddle, and the boss has managed to abscond one from people who just came in on their kayak, and we've got their kayak too. So we're out in the water at the bottom end of the waterhole here, so I'll take some video on the way up. Just cranking along here, and you can see a couple of trees up on the rock walls with their roots growing right down the rock face. Amazing. Getting a bit closer to those falls, I actually can see them from here. I can see 2 lots anyhow. I know you'll pick it up in this vision. You can hear the water racing behind that pandanus, and when we swing around to the left a little bit, you'll see some of the water coming over a little rock face. It sounds more impressive than it is. The boss is going to paddle us to the right. If you're allowed to fish, this is where I'd be flicking a few lures in around here. This is just about the head of this billabong. Just Back over my left shoulder is where we take the kayaks out. Walk them around to the top one. Don't know if we're going to do that yet. Got the boss on the job, she's pulling the kayak up. We gotta go. And this is the bottom end of that top billabong that we've just walked up. And that's where we just pushed it into. And the waterfalls are just down this way. From memory there's another waterfall, very small one, a little bit further up. And I think from memory last time we actually paddled up it. Just spotted a little freshy just out in front of us, just, no, it's not a log floating from left to right. It's a croc just cruising across. It's just gone under. Would have been about 3, maybe 4 feet, I suppose. Good size for a freshie. Hopefully in editing I can zoom in and you can have a closer look. Size head on it. Little bark, I don't know if you heard that. Just another croc over there to the right. You might see a little V in the water. You just see its head above the water a little bit. Another little freshie. This is about as far as we go. The water coming in from 3 areas at the moment. Just one of the access points off the camp area down to the water. Gonna go for a paddle. That's entry exit point. There's a few of these along the riverbank or billabong bank, I suppose.